When you need me,
When-
I'll be there.
Yes.
I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. I ain't the type to grab things I don't need. Ay, I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. Nah, I ain't the type to say things I don't mean. Click, ay, you don't fit in. With the click right now, Dox, you don't fit in. Click, ay.
Dumelang. My name is Tapelo, aka Tabsy Snaps, and welcome to my channel. Today we're talking mental matters, and as you can see, I have a guest. My first guest, guys. My first mental matters guest. She'll introduce herself.
Sorry. Hey guys, it's your girl Lelo, aka Lelo the Beauty. That's where you can find me on Instagram, and I'm happy to be your first guest. Seems like he's got expectations, so I hope I live up to them.
Not even. The direction of my channel is more having conversations than I want you to say 1, 2, 3. It's better when it flows from
Your
you're
head.
saying this
All
and
right.
this is what's clicking in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What will we be discussing today?
So today we're talking bipolar and relationships, whether romantic or just friendships. How do you deal with being bipolar and having to be around people and maintain friendships and relationships? Yeah, because you know there are certain things that happen when you are bipolar, like you are easily triggered.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to deal with it at that moment, and you are around people.
Yeah.
Now it feels like you ruin the moment for them, and it's not even that. It's not intentional. It just happens. It just happens. So
Okay.
how do you maintain friendships and relationships with keeping in mind that you have bipolar and all of that?
Okay. Well, for me, I'm assuming you guys have already caught on the fact that I have bipolar. But yes, for me, my friendships are built different. By that I mean majority, if not actually all of my friendships are loving you from a distance. I have those types of friendships where we may not talk every day, but whenever you need me, I'll be there, right? Coupling onto that, I'm an introvert. I deal with a lot of things on my own. Healthy, unhealthy, it's just my personality with the bipolar added onto it. So a lot of the times when I'm going through things, they don't know. And when we do link up, that means that I actually had the energy to go out. And that also means that I'm not experiencing an episode, or I'm not as depressed as I usually am, or I'm just in a mania, very happy episode to go out with them. And I'm also the type of person where if I'm not feeling sad, why should I discuss it? You get me? So if I'm happy, I'm not gonna be like, yo, bruh, let me tell you what happened last week. I had an episode and this and this and this went down. No, I'm not the type of person. When I'm happy, let's discuss money, let's discuss life, where we're going, what's the direction that we're trying to push, what's new, what's fresh, what's hot, what's trending. So with regards to maintaining friendships, it's easy to a certain extent for me, right?
Because you try to keep them at bay.
Not that I try to keep them at bay, it just happens. I don't know why, but it's that thing out there. All relationships are built different, all friendships are built different. My relationship with this person might not be the same with the next person. So it's just a coincidence that in friendships I have types, and those types of people are, when I need you, I'll be there for you. Wait, is that right?
When you need me, I'll be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What he said. Yes, that is what happened. But with romantic relationships, it's a little bit different, because in romantic relationships, you have to talk to your partner every day, right? For me, anyway, I don't know why. It's fine if I don't talk to my friends for a week. I mean, there was a time where I went an entire month without talking to my twin, which is weird, but yes, that happened. But I would not be able to go 2 to 3 days without talking to my boyfriend. I would go insane. And I don't know if it's because that's what happened in past relationships, where I spoke to this individual every single day. So I presume that this is how relationships should be. We talk to your person every day. But let's just say this is how relationships should be, and I should talk to my person every day. That means that even when I'm not okay, I need to talk to this person. But we've established, I wouldn't say rules, but he's kind of sort of figured me out in the sense that he knows that when I want to talk, I will talk, right? So if I say I don't want to talk about it, he won't get offended, like, oh, who you talking to if you're not talking to me, blah, blah, blah. He just wants me to be okay. As long as I ain't cheating or doing anything dirty, nasty, whatever, he's fine. So it's like the bigger goal is for me to be okay. How I get there, whether he's involved or not, he does not mind. As long as when I do come back from not being okay, I'm able to have a conversation. Oh, I was not okay and I was talking to Tapelo. You know, like there's this one time where I did call you and I was with him. He was there. So I don't know, some guys may feel some type of way like, why are you calling another nigga when I'm here? But he doesn't mind. It hurts the ego a little bit, but the bigger picture is for me to be okay. And it's not like me and you were talking about anything weird. He was just there listening in on the conversation and picking up what maybe he could do better. You get what I'm saying? So I think in relationships, this time around, I'm lucky that I found someone who's willing to learn, doesn't get offended easily, and understands that it's a struggle for me and for him. So we understand that it's a struggle on both sides. So we're not gonna try and make it even worse for each other. And
it's a nice thing to have a partner who understands and is willing to actually learn what you're going through, instead of now you have to fight this mental illness and now you still have to fight this other person because they don't really understand what you're going through. So it's constantly, if you're going through an episode, you know already that, oh my goodness, I know that we are going to have a fight about it.
Exactly.
So it's nice having a partner who's very, very understanding.
It is very, very nice having someone that's understanding, not someone that's always going to be like, why don't you want to go out? You're always indoors. You never do this, you never do that, and whatever. So just someone that takes the time to learn in their own time that, okay, this is what it means to have bipolar. So she's probably going through something like this, and this is how I can best help her. Because this thing, it literally just pops up. There is no cure for it. It's chronic. You literally just have to live a lifestyle of managing it. And managing it means balancing things out. And contrary to popular belief, balance is a myth. Because if you're excelling in one side, you're not excelling in the other. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a fight, you know. So if you have someone that understands that she's fighting, let me help her fight and not fight her or him, then that's great. I feel like that's what everyone wants and everyone needs, you know. And I have asked, it's like, what's it like being with me? And nigga was like, I won't lie to you, it is difficult. Because you can be happy one moment and you are sad the next. I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, you didn't do anything, then why are you like this? I'm like, it literally just happens. I can be triggered by a dream.
Yeah.
I can go to sleep happy. We can fall asleep cuddling. When it's time to wake up, I'm just not feeling it. I'm mad, I'm not okay, I wake up crying, this, that, and the third. And it's all because I had a stupid dream. A dream I can't even control. So literally everything. Like, we both have to be ready to fight whatever it is that's gonna happen. And it just helps not being unreasonable for the next person.
And talking about talking, when do you disclose that you have bipolar? When? In a new friendship or in a new relationship? When do you disclose?
Funny enough, I don't tell my friends. My friends did not know I had bipolar until I was admitted into a mental health clinic. And they were looking for me. I was like, girls, I ain't around. Like, what's up? Yeah, this is the situation, you know? And then there was another time where I was just like, hey guys, if you're looking for me, if I'm not talking, I'm not responding, don't get offended, I'm admitted. And then they're like, hey, what's wrong, what? And then I was like, yeah, I've got bipolar, this, that, and whatever. And then they're like, oh, okay. Because when I do have my episodes, 9 times out of 10, I'm not with them. And even when I'm with them, they're not the type of friends to pressure me into doing things that I don't want to do. So they can also read my energy that she's not okay. So let's just have a conversation. They're not ignoring that I'm there, right? But they're not going to be like, so Lelo, what do you think of the situation?
Oh, so they don't put you on the spot.
Exactly. You see. But with men, Jehovah, I'm not a fan. No offense. I have a dad, I've got brothers, I've got friends. I'm just not a fan. But God bless you guys, right? God bless you guys. I let them know from the word go because I am trying to find myself in a situationship. And in this day and age, in this sad generation, a lot of people don't want to deal with another person's baggage. You know? So I let them know so that they can go away that I've got bipolar. And then when they decide that a lot of them are also stupid, but anyway, I'll say stupid because I'll say bipolar. Everyone has the stereotype of bipolar, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you crazy? I've been with a crazy chick. I can deal with you. Until you come face to face with it 9-9 and you're like, yes, sis.
This is not the crazy I was expecting.
This ain't it. You know? So I say it to run guys away. Right? Yeah. So for relationships, I disclose it from the get-go. If you stick, you stick. If you don't, you don't. And he's stuck. But anyway, yes. Yeah.
And I'm asking that because for me, I'm very open. I'm very open with whomever I get into a friendship or relationship with.
Yeah.
I say from the get-go, this is the story. If you see me this way, don't be surprised. Hopefully also that they stick around.
Okay.
It's also trying to see if I have a problem that I test if I'm worth risking for or risking something for.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I hate about having anxiety and all of this is I need constant reassurance.
Yeah.
And it's not something that I will sit and say, today she didn't say she loves me. Let me ask her.
Yeah.
It just happens that even if she's not doing anything sinister, she's not cheating and we are all good, I will still ask myself, does she still want to be with me? And most of the time it will weigh so heavily and it will trigger an episode. So I say from the get-go so that they know that, okay, this person is like this. If I'm going to stick around, then I have to understand that he needs constant reassurance. It does not have to be an actively saying, oh, I didn't reassure him today, but more in the conversations we have that eases my mind to say into thinking, okay, are we good? So if it does not happen, even with friendships, we go to events and I am triggered, and now either we have to leave the event or I have to leave the event, maybe chill in the car. In my mind, I'm already thinking, do these guys still want to be friends with me? Because now we plan these things for this long and then we get there and then I just switch. And then I'm constantly asking myself, but I'm grateful for my friends that they understand what I go through. So even when I go through it, they also don't bombard me or force me to do certain things. They will ask, are you okay? I remember the one time we went to a picnic, gin and water picnic in Joburg, and everything was nice during the day. And then only later something happened that triggered me, and I was like, just give me the car keys, I'll go chill in the car. Already they could tell, okay, something is not right, or he's triggered already. They still chilled for quite a bit. It wasn't long, and I was like, okay, we understand what he's going through now, let's leave so he can get rest, because I tend to sleep
a lot.
Mine is sleeping. If I'm not hiking, I'm sleeping. That's how I deal with being triggered. It's hard maintaining relationships and friendships with people who don't understand.
Yeah.
Because even in losing someone, I'm thinking, there's something wrong with me. The anxiety is already triggered. And it doesn't help that I'm an empath, so I already try to put myself in their feet. Say,
you're fighting yourself, you're fighting imaginary forces that I completely understand.
So I tend to think that I'm very difficult to deal with, generally as a human.
Okay, to get back off what you said about constant reassurance, I don't necessarily think it's specific to us. I feel like everyone just likes being reassured. Maybe for us, we just wanted more frequent than the next person. Because I do that too, you know. I sometimes ask my person if he's okay, in the sense that, what are you thinking bringing drama into your life? Drama being me. You get me? You're like, your life is cool. Is it that boring when you're like, she a little crazy, let me just something to spark up my life? I do ask him, I'm like, what is it that you see in me, right? I ask the question mainly because I've also got insecurities. It's also that thing, this might sound hypocritical, but I would not be in a relationship with me. Like, already by myself, I'm a lot to handle. So it's like, if I had to deal with another person that was like me, it would be like, yeah, no, this is just not gonna happen, you know. It's just a whole lot, you know. So that constant reassurance keeps me going. It keeps me pushing that, okay, I have something worth holding on to, you know. And another thing is that I'm suicidal quite a lot, ne? So it's that thing, and I learned that there's levels to being suicidal. I learned this when I was being admitted. So literally just even the thought of the world would be a better place if I was not there is like maybe your level 1. And then your level 2 will be you thinking of ways to commit suicide, and then your level 3 would be actually attempting it. So we take being suicidal as something so small, it's not even that big. But when I did get admitted, I learned that you shouldn't even have thoughts like, the world would be a better place without me, right? So that reassurance literally just gives me that extra push to keep on holding on and keep going, you know. That thing, like you are also empathetic to the next person. So if I can't hold on for myself, at least I'll be able to hold on for the next person.
It gives that little push in something to hope for or towards. Okay, so how do you then deal with unsupportive partners and friends? Because now here's the thing, like you said, when you tell someone that I have bipolar, they're already thinking crazy. They don't really understand what it means. And it's like that in the Black community. You already, any mental illness is so they already have is construed the right word? Construed.
I don't even know what it means.
So they have a construed understanding of what it means to be bipolar. For me, family-wise, to them it's mood swings. Those who don't understand, and it's more than just me being feeling some type of way. So for me, because I'm type 2, I don't experience episodes so much. I will seem normal. Even when I experience episode, I have what is called a mixed episode. So I'll feel low and high at the same time. So it's not one shooting up and the next, it's I'll wake up very happy and then next second I'm down and then the other next minute then. So how do you then deal with unsupportive people or friends, partners, especially when you disclose?
Okay, for me, with partners, I don't care a damn, because you are voluntarily in my life. right? So I'm the type of person to be like, you're a bit too much and I can't handle. Like literally, I have too many stresses in my life. I will not have someone that is voluntarily there be a stressor. If it's not stress for a good reason, right? With regards to family, that's something different. Because you can't get rid of family, even if you wanted to. Well, not in my family anyway. Because I have that dad that is like, we must all be together. We are all one thing, blah, 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 right? So I just have parents that understand. And then when my aunt or my uncle comes at me sideways, then I'm an old kid. I'm like, mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy. Auntie who or uncle who said this and this and this. And they'll go and fight for me on my behalf. And then I think that's when I'm just also more reserved. Because my mom does notice when I'm not okay. She's like, okay, what's happening? What happened? If I leave the house happy and I come back sad, maybe I went to a cousin's house or something like that, and then she'll initiate a conversation. If I don't want to talk about it, she won't pressure me into talking about it. So with regards to family, I kind of deal with them like friends or romantic partners where I distance myself. But the only thing that makes me more tolerable of family members is because they are family. Other than that, I have built up walls where I'm like, I'm not going to deal with unnecessary drama. I can't, it's not within.
Because I was gonna say, for me, my mental health comes first. Whether you're family or not, if you're not good for my mental health, if I have to cut you out of my life, I will. It does not mean I hate you. It's just that I'm keeping you at a safe distance for me to be able to deal with what I'm going through without you making things worse for me.
Loving someone from a distance.
Yeah. So even with friends, and at the end of the day, we have to understand that people have a right to say, I don't want to be your friend because of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And
you must be accepting of that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be offended.
Yeah.
People have preferences in life and you just don't fit the fit.
Yeah. So even with that, if you want to walk away from my life, I will not hold a grudge against you to say, so you couldn't just handle Ntonya Nenya, Niso and all of that.
Yeah.
So with unsupportive people, for me, I will try to keep you at bay. I will build that wall so that you are not destructive towards my journey of trying to be better. Yeah, that's for me, that's how I deal with it. Romantically, also, you have a right to say, I don't have the capacity to deal with this, so I am choosing to walk away, and you are free to do so.
Yeah, and don't make me feel like crap because I'm sick.
Yeah.
I didn't choose this illness.
Exactly.
Just say it straight. I can't deal, and vamos. There's no need to get into the fact that I do certain things that just,
Yeah, that's another reason why I will disclose from the beginning so that you make your choice then and there. Don't make it 5 years down the line where we've invested so many moments, emotions, and all of them. You're like, yeah, actually, you know what? No, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I just,
Just because you were cute, I thought it would change along the way.
Yeah. It's not something that changes like
Doesn't.
that. So, yeah. Anyway, do the things. Please.
Subscribe. Let's get into 100 subscribers, guys.
100 smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment. How do you deal with relationships and friendships when you are going through a certain mental illness? In us sharing, we can learn from each other. We can learn how to deal with it. And I will say, I am not a professional psychiatrist, psychologist, or a mental health expert. I'm just sharing my journey and meeting other people who are also willing to share their journey to make it easier for others to understand. Until the next video, thank you for watching. Peace.